Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your reading, a message from Spirit for you. And I'm particularly inspired by Jupiter moving direct in Cancer. And this is about earned confidence, your emotional safety, insight leading to rapid momentum after a long period since November of last year of really going over your emotional experience, trying to find your emotional safety, a sense of protection needed to make a big change that is occurring in your life. I'm going to read from the energy archaeology to get started, and I will couple that with a talisman oracle card. I have used the Mayan Tarot for the past, present, and future, and I'll clarify that with the Crow Tarot and finish off with a Crystal Oracle. So I pulled for you the card Surrender. And these cards are related to a variety of the bones in our body and describe the energy available to us through that lens. So I'm not going to read all the information here. There's a lot. For those of you that are doctors, healers, body workers, you may be very interested in a wealth of information that the guidebook offers. But I'm going to read a couple of properties and from the wisdom. So this is the element Earth, which is your element Taurus, the grounded, practical, resourceful, hardworking aspect of you. And the key words when in balance are regenerative, hopeful. So this indeed is about positive change, being positive about the impact of changes that you may be experiencing now. And the wisdom reads, surrender is a choice you can make freely when you trust that you're supported and are willing to receive that support and protection. Fear holds you back from surrender. Fear of the things you don't know or haven't figured out for yourself. Fear that something hidden in the shadows may come up fully when you're open and vulnerable. Fear of the unknown. Fear that something beyond your current grounding and compassion wants to move through you and flow with you. Who are you if you feel these fears and surrender anyway? You're safe, protected, secure, and held in this vulnerable opening. You're supported to understand seemingly incomprehensible things on an energetic level. Grow your capacity for change. Give this transformation room to move. Give it space to be seen, heard, and even delighted in. Breathe deep, trust, and choose to surrender. And that is coupled with the talismanic card, Finding Love. And again, this is a little bit representative of the energy of the Two of Cups. And that Two of Cups talks about deep connection. The deep connection that we make with others when we have a wordless soul bond and understanding that goes beyond words, where we recognize that we are connected in a way that supports conversation, agreement, and working together cooperatively. These two cards together are telling me a story about changes in your relationship with yourself. You may have experienced a loss or a change in a relationship, a significant relationship. Someone what used to be there is no longer there. There's been some shift, some growth, some absence that is challenging for you. And you're learning how to adjust to that change and see it as something that is generative, that is positive, that's leading you to new life, to new opportunities, and new growth. For the overall energy, I pulled the Four of Staffs, and this again resonates with deep connection, uh, growth in relationships, joining together to fulfill wishes. In uh, some interpretations, this is the card that announces a wedding. Whatever it is you joining with an individual or a group of individuals to grow, consciously grow, to aim to grow as part of a foundation you're creating and building upon. This growth is about celebrating that ability to learn and grow. This is really leaning into change, something that I know for fixed signs like Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Change can be challenging, difficult, intimidating. Uh, it hurts sometimes. But this is asking you to see this change, these changes, as something that is making you better, giving you opportunities you've never had before. And always, as in all relationships, this is about building the relationship with self, finding the love within, finding the support and the affirmation of value that you already have, that you don't need to prove to anyone. And for the present, we have the Two of Jade. So this idea of reflection, even if Four of Staffs is considered the 11-11 card, that's two and two twice. The Two of Jades is about a back and forth. It almost feels like you're trying to decide something, that you have an opportunity that may appear like a crossroads or pulling you in two different directions. And you are really earnestly trying to understand how you have gained and learned, grown from your past experiences. Many of those experiences were not easy or comfortable, and how those translate into opportunities for the future. So this is about some kind of plan that you're trying to establish, lean into, moving towards opportunities, concrete opportunities, building resources that are new for you, recognizing that you have worked already, earned already, the worthiness, the proof of your talent, your gifts, and how you can change those or apply those from a former environment or situation or relationship and translate them into something new, into a new setting, into a future. In the past, the Tower. The Tower is describing, I think, is leaning in a bit to the circumstances that have set you up in the present. Something unexpected did change, something you weren't imagining, something unpredictable altered the resources available to you. Something you thought that was always going to be there removed itself, was struck down, crumbled before you. This can so often be those institutions that we rely on to always be there in a global, more global or social sense. This can also refer to somebody who used to be a rival, a friend, the boss you always hated, the girlfriend you always competed with. Um, it can be someone who was always there that you could find a reflection in. But now that's changed. That person's removed, or that person's no longer relevant in some way. This is an example of the kind of loss you have experienced. But you recognize in the removal of that circumstance or that relationship that you're actually in a better position, that you actually have a cleaner way forward, than you were expecting. It almost feels like you were expecting a fight or a competition, but there isn't one anymore. And that oddly has left you a little bit at odds, where you don't know how to move forward without that straw person, that energy that presented you with a kind of opposition that you could apply your powerful perseverance towards. So this is, it's taking you some time to realize that this loss or this disaster or unpredictable event is truly a blessing for you. And in the future, the Judgment card. A decision is coming as you begin to respond to some kind of a calling. These circumstances have made you clear that something is for you. Something has always been for you. Perhaps you didn't have the time or the luxury to pursue a gift or a talent in the past, or pursue a set of relationships or friendships or a group that you felt that you could belong to or fit in with, gain access to. But this is really indicating that you are understanding that you are here, that these losses and opportunities are on purpose, that you have a mission, you have a calling, that you are now seeing as a through line in your life, and that you now are prepared to do the work, to move forward, to make that change into the golden opportunity that you have been manifesting in many ways through your efforts to grow. Taurus, if this is resonating with you, please like this video, please share this with others, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all of you for being here and supporting me in whatever way that you do. The Tower is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Wands by the Eight of Swords, and the Judgment, is clarified by Page of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Okay. So I'm going to start with the past, where the Tower is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, which indicates that you have been working long, hard, and consistently at something that you're very proud of, that resonates with who you are, that you've invested yourself wholeheartedly, not only in this task, in this effort, but in helping others in this particular project, setting, organization, job, whatever the setting is, family. And because of your dedication, it almost feels like you've accumulated some good karma. So when this unexpected or surprise event or opportunity appears to be crumbling before your eyes, this actually clears the way again for the blessing that the universe is bestowing upon you because of your long efforts, your consistent work ethic. So the universe is showing you that instead of more challenges that you have already faced endlessly on this path, that you are in a position of now receiving what we like to consider as fortune. And because so many of you are resonating with Jupiter's direct movement in Cancer, the area of the home is particularly important. Those of you that are parents are going to be feeling this keenly. Those of you that are caretakers, nurturers, healers, are really experiencing this unexpected blessing, unexpected opportunity for growth, for receiving some kind of a blessing. In the present, the Two of Shades is clarified by the Eight of Swords. So you are privy to so much information, an overwhelming amount of busy, noisy voices in your head. As you try to make a plan, as you move forward, recognizing the opportunity and try to find practical expression for that, you are, there's a lot of noise behind you. I can feel it. I can hear it. This may be the community that you're a part of. This can be your family. This can be whatever work or educational experience you are having that is about endless instructions, ideas and opinions about what you should do. However, you are very aware that you don't need to do more, be more, or have more to be ready for this opportunity. And when you wall out the noise of other people's opinions, your own intuition anchors you in what you already know. You already know where you're going. You already know where you want to be. And because you are anchored, already connected with this phenomenal gift you have. And this gift is what leads you into a stronger relationship with yourself, a stronger sense of trust in who you are. And it also leads you into this place of looking forward through your own heart on the basis of your truth, not the truth of others, not the opinions of others. So I do feel a lot of anxiety, stress, even pressure around what to do, how to plan appropriately, some resource that you have access to. But that is easily eased and smoothed out by your standing in your intuition, your deep knowing of who you are and where you're going, what you've always known. In the future, this judgment, beautiful judgment, the call, is clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. So yes, as always, Taurus, you are willing to do, and particularly what I'm hearing is learn what needs to be learned. You are forcing yourself to open up to new skills. You're not necessarily interested or needing to deeply master any skill. It's more about the exposure to new ideas, new skills, new ways of doing things. And because of that openness, you are really looking squarely and very practically towards some kind of abundance, wealth, prosperity, stability, and security for sure. This can be about an investment. This can be about the way that you are managing your resources, but you are moving into a larger circle of associates, some kind of a collective, some kind of community, some kind of a group, collaboration, a co-creation with others, where you understand you have a part to play. It's not all about you, but you are benefiting from this, as is everyone. And when you play your part, you are not only lifting up the success, potential success of a project, but you are gaining the admiration of those with whom you are working. This can be family members. This can be co-students, colleagues. This can be co-creators, partners that are admiring your willingness to do the work, to show up as a member of a team, not the leader, but as a member, just responsible for your part, not trying to run everything. And this is giving you a clean victory. and moving you so much closer to a deeply felt heart's desire and an expression of a gift that you have rarely had a chance to enjoy in this way, certainly not to profit from. I'm going to finish this reading with a crystal oracle, and what flipped over was the red tourmaline, and the key word is passion. With your ruling planet Venus in the sign of Pisces, conjunct the Sun and Mercury, you are all about the passion. You're all about the flow of love, and this is something that comes so naturally to you, but you're amping it up onto a higher level where you naturally flow with loved ones, family members, your intimate community of friends. You're moving the expression of this love to a higher level, to a larger communal level. I am the embodiment of passion. This is very beautiful. I hope this has been helpful for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for this reading. Until next time, namaste.